What's up, guys? Another car vlog. Well, this one actually shouldn't be too much in the car. I apologize about the background noise, so that kind of plays into our plans today. So around like the Black Friday week, Thanksgiving week, I guess. You know, all kinds of like random sales pop up on Facebook and stuff like that. And I love them too, but Shelby really loves like all the Christmas like related activities, I guess. You know, like the lights at the zoo and stuff like that. You know, like in Detroit they have that big park that's got the, I don't know what it is. It's like a giant Christmas tree and like a skating rink, and I guess there's like all kinds of lights and stuff. It looks really nice. Like I saw pictures of it, but it looks like it's ungodly packed like 24/7, so I don't know if we'll make that one. But anyways, though, she loves stuff like that, and this random thing popped up on my Facebook. It's like a drive-through light show, and those look really cool, and there's not too many of them around here, at least. But so I'm trying to think of where the one's at. Like there's one big one, and it's not anywhere local. It's, I want to say it's like Michigan International Speedway, like a racetrack. And you drive through there and they have like just, I mean, and the pictures make it look amazing, like just lights galore, but it's, you know, all a drive-through thing. But that, if I remember correctly, is quite a few hours away, so not really worth it. I mean, it would be awesome, but not really worth it to drive all the way there for just, you know, like a 10-20 minute drive-through thing, you know what I mean? But there's one down in Toledo, I think it's actually by the zoo light, or by the Toledo Zoo, which is where the lights are, and it's a drive-through one, and it doesn't look insane, but, you know, definitely looks fun. And they had tickets, like you buy like basically one ticket like per car, and they were on sale. It was like half off, and so I ended up buying us one, and I didn't tell her about it, and I told Jake about it, so he bought one for him and his girlfriend, you know, so we would just go and like follow each other, and then, you know, maybe go out somewhere to eat before or after. She ended up having some work plans or something, so this was a couple weeks ago when we bought them. We were planning on going this weekend, but he didn't tell her, and then she ended up having plans, I think something like that, don't quote me. Shelby kind of like vaguely mentioned it the other night, and basically it's just gonna be me and Shelby going, so totally okay with that though, you know, more intimate. But yeah, so we were supposed to go to that tonight, and tonight's Saturday. I just got off work. I actually got off really early, which is nice, about 1 o'clock. But I don't know if you can hear it. It is severely windy. Like, I'm literally like, it's blowing me around in the car. It's not terrible right now because there's like a lot of trees around that kind of like, you know, dampers it a little bit or whatever. But like driving home from work, like I'm driving in the car, like almost like swerving out of lanes, like semis are swerving all over. Like it is bad today. And last night, it was about midnight, maybe 1 in the morning. It starts pouring outside, lightning, thunder, and around here, that's rare. Like we're in, you know, the middle of December now. It's supposed to be, you know, snow and cold. Go ahead. It's supposed to be, you know, like snow and cold and stuff like that, and yeah, it's not. We straight up got like severe thunderstorms last night, and so I slept downstairs, you know, with Bailey. We gotta buy a bed for a cage, you know. We got the cage for her. It's a nice big cage. That was like my only stipulation with, if we're gonna put her in a cage, I want it to be big. You know, I want her to be able to move around. I don't want it to be like the recommended size for her. She would be able to like stand up and like crunch her body to like turn around. I'm like, that's just miserable, you know, like she won't be able to stand up and stretch, you know, move around at all. Like, and I don't know, I mean, maybe that's how it's supposed to be. Like maybe that would make her feel safe or something, but like, I know me as a person, I'm claustrophobic. I would want like a big cage to, you know, be able to move around, you know, if I'm gonna be in a cage. But so we got her, you know, a bigger one, of course, but we got to get her a bed. We don't have a bed for it, and I'm definitely not going to throw her in there with, you know, just like a little fleece blanket or something like that. Like, I feel like she would just shove it all around and, end up being super uncomfy and anxious and stuff. So anyways, completely long story for no reason. I slept downstairs with her because, if she's with you, she's fine. It's when she's alone and hears all the wind and all that crazy stuff that she freaks out. So we knew we were going to get some wind, but we ended up getting like severe wind. Like they put out like warnings, everything. It was like 60-mile-an-hour gusts. It was crazy. Super loud. I think I slept like 2 hours. And usually when I sleep on the couch, like I sleep like a baby. I don't know what it is. Like when I'm in bed lately, I toss and turn a lot. But when I'm on the couch, I usually only sleep on the couch like it's been like when my back hurts because like I can like prop myself up and I know I'm not gonna like move around. Like when I'm in bed, I want to lay on my side, then I wake up and I'm on my stomach, and then I wake up, I'm on my other side. So like if there's any reason like I'm in some sort of pain or something, I can't move or I shouldn't move when I'm sleeping, I'll sleep on the couch. And then the other time is when I have like a bad toothache. Laying down makes the pain like severely worse. So like sleeping on the couch, I can basically like almost sit up but still kick my legs up and get fairly comfy and actually get to sleep. But usually though when I do sleep on the couch, I actually sleep really good, and last night was not that. So I am dead tired. So I'm almost like, if we don't go to this thing tonight, that's fine by me, but we're going to it eventually, whether it's tomorrow, maybe next weekend, I don't know. For one, I feel like the lights are going to be blowing all over. Like, I feel like, oh, hey, there's a laser ship truck. Wow, they really just throw the stuff. So laser ship is the people who ship my PS5 from Walmart and had it for like a week and a half just at their location without, delivering it or anything. And I saw all those videos online that I was telling you guys about where people are like, the delivery guy is like on the Ring cameras, you see him just whip the package at the door and then walk away. I was just like, hey, that van looks familiar. And I seen the little red laser ship logo and I was like, oh, there's a laser ship delivery. And he's walking towards their porch and literally it was boxed kind of like this, skinny enough to hold in one hand. He throws it like a frisbee at the door. Like he is probably 10, 15 feet from the door. Man, they like, I know some of these delivery people are severely overworked, but like don't take it out on us. You know what I mean? Band together and go against your employers who are treating you like shit, not the employees who are also working our asses off to buy what we buy. But anyways, I digress. So I'm going to Walgreens right now. The whole point of this video, well, not the whole point of this video, I'm gonna record other stuff. The very expensive Christmas gift that I've been waiting on, that's just been in limbo on FedEx's website, has apparently been here for a week now. So I'm about to walk in the store. I will finish the story in a split second. You hear this wind? Like, I just barely got my door propped open, man. It's crazy. Well, I'm trying to like show the box without showing any info on it. It's got my name and address on the top, and then on this flap I was just recording, it's on there too. So I'm gonna open it up. I'm nervous because I don't know. I can't tell you. I can't really go into any details because, Shelby watches the video, then she'll know what it is, and it'll probably be really easy to guess with any details. So you guys will just have to wait and see. But I can look right here. Shoot, Jesus. Okay, how about now? Well, so far it looks really good. That is a little bit of a relief. Oh yeah, she's in a little bit of sticky stuff. can't really talk about it at all because it'll just give it away. I don't know what the easiest way to get out of here would be because this exit. Okay, so over the present now. I mean, it's, I can't talk about it because it's just gonna like, I don't think it would necessarily give it away, but I feel like it would be really easy to guess. So you can go ahead and guess your comments and, you know, guess in the comments below. I'm not going to tell you if you guys are right or wrong, but it'd be funny to see your guys' guesses. This is like her, you know, I guess a big present. We don't have like any kind of like routines, but usually like get like, you know, one like big present and then not physically big, but like, you know, I guess expensive. And then, you know, a handful of like small little odds and ends. And this year, she really hasn't given me many ideas. She's given me a couple, but it's been like really small stuff. Like there's this makeup thing she wants, couple really small items of clothing, and I'm just like, well, I guess I'm gonna go out on a limb here and basically like everything I got her has been like all random stuff, but it's all awesome stuff and I think she'll love it, so super excited. This is like the point I hate now that I got the gifts. See, normally like I'm a last minute person and she'll tell me like a handful of like stuff that I basically like, most of it's online, but then there's some stuff where like I'll go to Walmart or, you know, Myers or wherever, you know, locally and pick it up, and I procrastinate terribly, and usually on December 23rd or 24th you catch me at Walmart trying to scramble and frantically grab, you know, the last of the stuff I need, and then on Christmas Eve I spend the night wrapping all the presents. This year I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm getting stuff done right here and now. And I mean, really, for the most part, I did. Because the thing is with this thing, so yeah, let me get into that. I ordered this, God, it had to be 2 weeks ago now. Today is December 11th. And I ordered that, it was November when I ordered it. I want to say maybe right after Black Friday. It might have been that weekend, maybe the next week. I don't know. It's I mean, really irrelevant. Just that general time frame. So you know it's been a while. And I ordered it because I was like, okay, if there's anything wrong with it, I'll have time. This is the only details I'll go into it about it. I was like, if there's anything wrong with it, I'll have time to send it back and exchange it. You know, have them send another one or something that's, you know, to my satisfaction, basically. And so it came from, it was, I'm not even going to say what website I ordered it from, but it told me that it was in Illinois, which is basically like one state over. There's like Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, and Illinois or something like that. That might be backwards because I'm doing it like in the camera. But it's like 1 or 2 states over. It's probably, if I was to drive where it was, probably 6 hours-ish, 7 hours maybe. Maybe even 10 or 11. I don't even know, but I know it's not terribly far. Oh, she's calling. So I just grabbed a burger at McDonald's. Anyways, so like I said, maybe roughly we'll say a 10-hour drive. Not far at all. Especially, you know, when you're a delivery company, that's like, I mean, almost same damn day. So, you know, wow, these stoplights are like completely like flat from the wind. So I get the FedEx tracking number. You know, I expected maybe 2-3 days because I was like, oh, it's only 1 state away or 2 states away, whatever. But I know, you know, there's all kinds of delays, you know, and right now is like the worst time to be ordering stuff because these companies are so understaffed and, you know, overworked. So like 3 days goes by and it was still in Illinois. Like it went from Illinois, I forget the city, to a different city in Illinois. And then on the 3rd day, it went back to the city that it started in. I'm like, what the hell? And I'm like, whatever, it's still only been a couple days. Kind of frustrating though. I was hoping to have it by then, but oh well. Literally nothing I can do. So then, like, another day and a half goes by before anything changes at all, and then it said that it left that town. So I was like, all right, cool. Maybe day after tomorrow it'll be here. Tomorrow comes by, no updates. Next day comes by, no updates. Or no, I think maybe the second day goes by, and then it was in a city in Michigan, like, I want to say it was like Portage, Michigan or something, which I've never heard of, but it's like basically on the other, like the complete opposite side of Michigan and a little bit farther north. So it basically like went around like Lake Michigan, like to be like just across from where it started. So I'm like, wow, like it's been almost a week now and it's moved a couple 100 miles maybe. So I'm like, a little annoyed, but hey, it is what it is. And so then it sits in this Portage, Michigan place for like 4 days. It doesn't even move. And I'm like, okay, like this is a little bit ridiculous now. Like I definitely expect delays. I'm like, but it's moving like once every 3 to 4 days. Like there's no updates period, because it'll say like arrived in, Belleville, Michigan, departed Belleville, Michigan, arrived in Ann Arbor, Michigan, on vehicle for delivery from Ann Arbor, Michigan. Like it usually gives quite a bit of, updates or whatever, but it wasn't. So then finally after like, it had to be like 10 days or something so far, it says that it went to Belleville, Michigan, which usually when it's in Belleville, there's 2 different ones that go out for delivery. Belleville's one of them. So I'm like, all right, cool. It's going to be out for delivery. And then it says indirect signature required. I'm like, I'm not going to be home. Shelby's not going to be home. I don't want to ask her to run home to sign for it if that's even... Oh, wow, all those shingles are messed up. So you can choose to hold it at a Fedex location, which I was like, all right, cool. Let me do that. So I'm inside now. So the only place that will hold FedEx packages, there's a couple in town, but we don't have any FedEx locations. I'm trying to prop my phone up here so I can walk and talk. So we only have one in town, of course. Well, actually we don't have any in town. And let's see here, this is not working out so far. Maybe. Walgreens is one of them, and it's kind of across town, but no big deal. So I choose to hold it there, which basically means like FedEx gives it to them. I go there, and then I can pick it up basically, anytime after it's delivered, which works out because, like I said, I won't be home to sign for it. So last week comes around, like December 3rd. December 3rd, it was out for delivery, or it was expected delivery or whatever. And on the 3rd, it changed to the 4th. The 4th, it was in Belleville, on vehicle for delivery. The hold at Walgreens was approved. And then nothing. Later on that night, the date changed to the next day. And then the next day, it was on vehicle for delivery and nothing. And then the whole weekend goes by, nothing changed. Actually, the date went away. And then Monday, it was in Belleville, and then Monday morning on vehicle for delivery, and then this happened Tuesday, and then this happened Wednesday as well. So like 5-6 different days, it was on the vehicle that morning for delivery. So every single day, I'm like, all right, cool, today's the day. Nope, all right, cool, today's the day. Nope, all right, cool, today's the day. So since Wednesday, December 8th, it's been on vehicle for delivery. And Wednesday goes by, nothing. Thursday goes by, nothing. Now the estimated delivery date is gone, and it just says, we'll update you when we know something or something like that, basically. And it still says on vehicle for delivery from the 8th. It didn't say like, it returned back to this location or something like that. So I called 2 days ago, which was the 9th. No. Yeah? The 9th, I think. And I was like, hey, it said my package was out for delivery, and nothing's changed. I'm like, just trying to figure out what's going on. Jesus, the dogs want to go insane when I'm trying to record. Okay, anyways, let's try this again. So they basically said, yep, you know, everything was approved for the hold. Not sure what's going on, but give it a few days. I'm like, okay, you know, that's like the least reassuring thing I've ever heard, but okay, will do. So here we are on the 11th, still nothing's changed, and it's been out for delivery since the 8th. I'm like, all right, calling again. I call this lady, I call FedEx, the lady answers, I explain to her the situation, and she's like, oh, it was delivered. It's been there since the 8th. And I'm like, okay, cool. I was like, well, I called yesterday or the day before, and she said she had no idea what was going on with it, and that you guys would, you know, get a hold of me when you found something out. But let me call Walgreens. So we get off the phone. I call Walgreens. You know, you got to go through a million menus nowadays. And she puts me on, she asked my name, and then she puts me on hold. I'm on hold for like 15 minutes. Like, it kept, like, it would be playing the hold music, and then it would click, and then it would start ringing, and then somebody else would answer, and I would have to explain, like, hey, I'm on hold. You know, I think it just timed out. Had to do that like 5 different times. And she finally comes back. She's like, yeah, sir, I'm sorry. She's like, I dug through them all. We don't have any, or, you know, for you. I was like, all right, well, I appreciate it. And I explained to her, I was like, you know, they told me it was delivered on the 8th, but my tracking info says otherwise, so I'm just trying to get, you know, the situation squared away. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, you know, hopefully you get it figured out. So call FedEx back, and, you know, I drove home, so it had been like a half hour. So then I call FedEx back, and I'm like, hey, you know, I just spoke to somebody. She told me my package was delivered. My tracking info says it was out for delivery like 3 days ago, and it still isn't. Like, nothing's updated. I called Walgreens. They said they don't have it. So, like, I'm really trying to figure out what's going on here, because it's kind of an expensive package. And, you know, I wasn't being, you know, rude or anything like that. I was like, you know, sorry if I sound frustrated or anything. I'm not mad at you or taking it out on you. I'm just, you know, getting kind of worried about this package at this point. And, you know, he was really, really nice guy. So he gets some information, and then he puts me on hold. Like, 2 seconds after he puts me on hold, my phone's ringing. It's Walgreens. And I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. So I answer, and she's like, you know, hi, is this so-and-so? Were you calling about the FedEx package? I was like, yeah. She's like, I ended up finding it. You know, it was buried under, like, it was the very last one under this big package that made it look like it wasn't even there. She's like, but we do have it. And I was like, oh my God, thank you so much. So I hang up the phone with her, and then I'm like on hold with FedEx. I don't just want to hang up on the guy, you know, leave him hanging. I mean, I guess I'm sure that probably happens a lot if I had to guess, but I didn't want to be rude, you know, so I'm like, it's just like dead silent when you're on hold there. So I'm like, hello, I'm like, sir, if you can hear me. I was like, I think we found it. And like nothing goes through. So like a minute goes by. He's like, sir, I can hear you. I was like, oh, cool. I was like, hey, Walgreens, you know, I explained what happened. I don't need to explain it again. And he's like, oh, that's so good to hear. That's so good to hear. So took off. As soon as I got home, I wanted to go from work to there to pick it up, but I got home and then found out it actually was there, so I had to drive back across town, picked it up, and yes, it's here. So I got some other pieces coming for it, which I'm upset, kind of a little bit upset, and I will go into that on a video maybe the day after Christmas where I can actually talk about it. I guess I'll explain why, but I don't think it's going to be a big deal. If I didn't point it out, I don't think Shelby would notice at all. So, as long as everything functions, that's the important part. But I don't know if there's going to be more of this video. I know I've been talking a lot. Probably wrap it up for the day, unless we go to those, I almost said zoo lights. Basically, just depending on what we do tonight. We might just do some more Christmas shopping, finish that up. I know she was wanting to go down there and visit them, so we might record some. I'm not sure, but you guys will see it. If it's not in this video, maybe it'll be in tomorrow's video. So appreciate you guys watching, and only a couple more. I don't even know. Was it like 14 more nights till Christmas? Or how was he saying? No, 14 more sleeps, something like that. But all right, I'll see you guys.